conversation with character to reflect on my past to present, aware of character defects.
I'm sorry.
The passion, the power, the purpose of unwoven recovery, unity, service, 1 year token.
The most prestigious network in the land.
This is Characteristic. You already know Character did it. I'm here with JC, bro. Tell us about yourself. What do you do?
Man, I'm a Jersey boy. I'm a hip hop artist. I stick to I like all kinds of music, honestly, but I mainly focus on writing lyrics. And I'm a sound engineer, so I engineer myself. And I'm really focused right now on creating records, and just real music that I feel. Basically.
Hell yeah, bro. How old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 30, man.
Much love. Hey, welcome to the best decade of your life, man. That's what I tell people, bro, for real. Where are you from?
Everybody says that. I am from New Jersey. I am from Edison, New Jersey, a mythical place they call Central Jersey. I think it's cool. We get influences from both North Jersey and South Jersey, so you know, something special comes out of there for sure.
What was coming up in Jersey like for you?
Well, during my time, it was early 2000s. So we were split between in my school. It was split between D Block, which is like Jadakiss and them, and then and it was either you were a D Block fan or you were a G Unit fan, right? So I was blessed to actually still come up in the mixtape era, where mixtape DJs were everything. You know what I mean? Like you would go to the corner store and you would pick up your bootleg CDs. Nobody knows
CDs, the actual physical things.
Yeah, with the printed right out of the
that etch a sketch. What was it called? Light sketch or something like that.
Yeah. It was a great time, honestly. We had really good music. Bars were still bars. You were able to say whatever you wanted. It was a time, I will say.
It was more fun than music is now.
Yeah.
You know, my lady and I were listening to like a early 2000s playlist the other day, and that's what we noticed. I mean, to be honest, our shit was just as ignorant as it is today. It was ignorant as fuck, but it was fun. Like you can't be offended by Lil Jon. Ski, motherfucker. You can't be offended. That's just too much fun to be offended by, you know. But it's changed, bro. It's definitely changed.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you know, everything evolves and it's destined to change. But I'm blessed to grow up in the time that I did.
No doubt, bro. So what'd you do after high school?
After high school, I went to SAE, which is a sound and audio engineering school in New York. I learned what I had to learn there. I did not graduate, but you know, I learned the tips and the tricks that I needed to push myself forward. I really wanted to rely on myself for mixing and mastering and all that stuff because I didn't have a lot of money, you know. So in this game, it's you either know people or you got money to make those plays. So I'd rather be a one-stop shop and just do everything in house.
No doubt, bro. What have been the biggest accomplishments that you've achieved?
Honestly, and as crazy as this is, the accomplishments just started happening. So I finally broke through. I'd probably say 2-3 years ago, I broke through to our homies across the pond, to England, and it's real crazy. Right now, one of my most played countries are Papeete, and that's in French Polynesia, and I have no idea where that even is. So that to me is crazy, is that people that don't even speak English really are bumping me. That's wild. Never thought in a million years that would happen.
No doubt, bro. And was there any particular move you made to see the growth?
I stopped caring about what people wanted me to make. And I started using music more as music has always been a therapeutic thing for me, but I learned how to lock in and actually talk from inside instead of just trying to be like, look at me, I got this, that, and the third, and I'm flexing, but what am I flexing about? Because it's not real. You know what I mean? So I just started being real, and then you know, people connect with that. Some people have gone through some of the hard things that I've gone through, and they resonate with it. So that's pretty dope to me, honestly.
what are some of those messages, some of the things you talk about that you've been through that are helping people? You know, what do you communicate through your music?
So since I was 16, I think the hardest thing in my life, I was 16, I lost my uncle due to suicide. And that was like, he was like my second dad, because my first dad at the time was kind of like, you know, messing up, not really doing what he should be doing as a dad. So my role model was my uncle. But just learning that depression isn't the end all, kill all. Depression is, you know, there's ways to go around it without having to, and it might work for other people, but it didn't work for me. Like taking medications and trying to beat the depression by going to a vice, when the healthy vice is music. And I was able to put my pain into words where people were able to go, damn, I felt that way. He's made it through it. I could do it too. You know what I mean?
Mad respect to that, for real. Mad respect.
I appreciate it.
What are the biggest obstacles that you've had to overcome in the whole journey? Being accepted, but that was such a premature obstacle. It's like, I didn't really care about being accepted after a certain age, you know what I mean? But it was just getting that foot in the door where people are like, oh, this kid's pretty dope. I look like a dork, but you know, he can spit. And then it was about like I said, like I didn't have a lot of money. I still don't have a lot of money, and just trying to find your way into those positions that elevates you just incrementally. You know what I mean? And finding ways to record. You know, like I once went through a good 2-3 year stint where I didn't have any recording software. I was going crazy, man, and I hated relying on people because, like, you know what they say: if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. No doubt, bro. How long ago was that?
I was 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, and BandLab was not a thing.
No. Hell no. It was Pro Tools and Logic.
And not that somebody with your perfectionist mentality, I'm sure that you have, that I feel like BandLab wouldn't have cut it for you if it was just a phone, for real.
I mean, BandLab, I've heard of that, and I've also heard another thing called Soundtrap, where like you record on your phone, and honestly, that's dope for like.
It is.
You never know when something hits you, man. I could be in the middle of freaking Montana, for example. Like we were just there last month, and I didn't use BandLab or Soundtrap, but I used the voice memo, you know, and I was able to record the reference track that I wanted to lay when I got back home, and that's what I believe that Soundtrap and what's Beat? Is it BeatLab?
BandLab. That's a good point, bro. For real, like that is a great use for it. I'll be honest. I think I've been underestimating BandLab. I think a lot of people have been underestimating BandLab. And yeah, you know, there's the recording features, and that's awesome. And I have my opinions on how it kind of gives people like a false sense of their growth sometimes. But there is a beauty to the fact that BandLab allows anyone with a cell phone to record music, and I mean, music is magic. Everybody should be able to record music, so it's a beautiful thing that it offers that. But there's also, I'm learning, a very, very significant and strong community that grows every day on BandLab. And yes, I think it's just a matter of time until that turns into something else. I really do. I'm just learning this myself, but it's crazy.
It's a place for creatives to meet other creatives.
Exactly.
It probably, I could imagine it popped off really, really like fast when COVID was happening. We couldn't really go out.
Trust everybody I've talked to. COVID was a turning point, man. It really was.
Yeah. Damn, that's awesome. I have to look more into that. I'm young, but me with technology, not good. Yeah,
bro, I'm 35, and it's not fair because like we are young, but there's new shit coming out every day. It's hard to keep up with, for real.
For real, man.
What's your dream?
I just want to live comfortably with my music. I have no care for TV or radio. I used to, until I realized that there are some pretty phenomenal MCs that are comfortably living with their kids and their family and not having to deal with any of the drama of the bullshit of wanting to be on Hollywood, and you know, because I love my family too much to like embarrass them like that. Be out here wilding, you know what I mean? But in the same regard, I also want to be able to show my son that you can do what you love to do. Because if you do what you love to do, it ain't work. You know what I mean? And it is work, but it's work that you're never gonna wake up and go, fuck this. You know?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. You know?
If you could trade places with anybody for one day, who would it be?
That's a good one. If I could trade places with anybody. Just once, for one day, I would like to trade places. This is going to sound real corny, but I would like to trade places with Eminem the day he does one of those crazy ass shows where it's like in an arena. Like, I just want to feel that.
Know that feeling, bro. Know that feeling. Yeah. Hey, you will, man. Speak it into existence. You'll know that feeling because it's your music.
Manifestation. Yeah,
Damn right, bro. Damn right. Is there any kind of guilty pleasure that you'd want to tell us about?
I like classic rock a lot.
Okay.
I think that's my dad's side now, bro. I think that's what it is. I pop on Journey and I'm cutting the grass, doing some normal shit that has nothing to do with music, you know. And I'm in my happy place. Don't get me wrong. Everybody goes like this when I start putting on the damn classic rock and a couple beers deep. You know what I mean? But that's a guilty pleasure for sure.
Hell yeah, bro. So on that note, what have been the biggest influences personally and as far as the music goes?
All right. So I grew up in the whole skateboard time when skateboarding was big. So I loved Linkin Park. I loved System of a Down. I love Metallica. And then I also loved Big L, 50 Cent, Tupac, and Biggie. But then at the same regard, I like Bob Dylan because I like the way he writes, and I like Eddie Vedder because his voice sounded crazy, and the way that he wrote and his tones when he records. I'm a really big music nerd. And
you eclectic, bro. You eclectic.
I just love my ear. Just like I'm like, ooh, that's dope. Ooh, what is that? Yeah, like what is that? You know. But yeah, those would be my top influences and what kind of pushed me into the direction.
Hell yeah, bro. What would you say is the best compliment you've ever received? Oh no, bro. I felt like I just fell down. Like
I got the hands though. I caught it quick as fuck. Okay, I got ADD. You have to repeat that question.
What's the best compliment you ever received?
Oh yeah, that it was authentic. But it sounded authentic. I didn't sound like anybody else. You know.
Hell yeah.
My wife said that, so maybe that's why we're married. But no. Yeah, you know, I hate getting compared. I always strive to not, like, if you hear my voice, you know it's me. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I want to do, and I got that compliment, so I was all smiles from that time on. For sure.
Hey, bro, that's inspiring. That's something that'll just keep you going for real.
Hell yeah.
What's the worst piece of advice that you've ever gotten? The worst.
Get a real job. I'm like, what do you mean? Think about all the crazy things that I could be doing if I didn't put my frustrations and aggression into music. What? Like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, these are healthy habits that you're forming, you know, and there's a lot of unhealthy habits that you can just like slip into, you know, especially if you have certain backgrounds or certain things in your DNA that you're just drawn to it. But yeah, no, definitely get a real job and this will never work. And it's all the naysayers, man. And those are the first people that want tickets to your show.
Facts, bro. Facts, man. So how do you make your money right now?
So I do have a real job. But honestly, I've been seeing some improvements on the distribution side. So Spotify's doing pretty good. I just saw 11.6K monthly listeners What
Hell
the
yeah.
fuck?
Hell yeah.
Mad weird, but cool. And I write verses for people. So I'm really big into acapellas. So I drop acapellas a lot, and then DJs kind of just take them, and producers make stuff with them, and they give me money for.
Hey, that's
royalties.
cool, bro. That's cool as hell, for real.
It's a step in the right direction.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, man. What are the things that bring you the most joy, the most happiness?
Seeing my kids happy.
Tell me about
Honestly.
your kids.
So I have two, and well, I have three, but one's more of an adult. So I kind of look at him as like a more of a guidance kind of thing, not like his dad or anything. But my 10-year-old, he's a lot like me. He loves hip hop. He'll just put his headphones in and you'll just hear him rapping in the back of the car. And then I have a 3-year-old, and he's a little bam bam. But my 10-year-old, man, it makes me real happy to see that he enjoys the same stuff I do, because the kid already got a kind of like a head start, because I already have all the recording equipment. I already have the freaking what do they call the gimbal thing to do videos. Like, let's, when you're ready and you can write a full song, let's go.
I'm ready.
Yep. Yeah. And then my wife, she supports me in everything I do. And then when you make a new song and you got a vibe and you hear that song, and you're like, that's it. That's gonna do some numbers. Those are like the best feelings in the world.
No doubt, bro. If you could go back and tell your younger self anything, it'd probably be the same thing you would communicate to your children if you could get them to hear you as an adult. What would those things be?
Don't take those stupid jobs. Hop in that Sprinter van and be out. Yeah, hop in that Sprinter van. Go. Just go.
Did you have an opportunity like that when you were younger?
Yeah.
It sounded
yeah.
like it. You're very specific. Hop in that Sprinter van. Tell me about that. Tell me about that experience.
So at the time when I was starting, I was, the whole South by Southwest thing was popping down in Austin, Texas. I think it's in Austin, Texas. And then like these show companies were doing tours. And then I had a couple opening spots that I could have been on, like as far as like I could have done a Corey Gunn show in Webster Hall. And I was ignorant into the fact of I didn't need a booking agent to book my own tours. I just had to contact these venues myself, so it's more of along the lines of just leave, just get out of your hometown, do what you got to do. Or I should have joined that major stage tour or whatever it was. I don't know why I didn't. I think it was more of you listen to that voice in your head that's probably not always the best voice. But if I can go back in time, my ass would be on with a duffel bag on that damn Sprinter van, going to do some shows, putting my name out there, footwork style. You know what I mean?
No doubt, bro. And I think something that holds people back is the fear of leaving their hometown. But the moment they do it, they realize the value of it.
Yeah, it's like liberating, You realize that you're not constrained to being that person that everybody perceives you as in your hometown. You can be you, and that's that. But shit, these are, what do they say? Hindsight's 20/20.
Damn right, bro. Damn right. So hold up.
Yeah.
Once you left your hometown, and when you go back, is the perception of you different than it was before you left?
It depends on how far you go. Right? Like, it depends on where you go to, because, well, it honestly all depends on you. Because if you come back and like you got your head low, like you didn't accomplish something, then that perception it just gives off. Like,
I'm saying you personally.
Me personally.
Yeah, you've grown into another kind of person. You've made accomplishment.
Yeah.
Does your family and friends in your hometown see you differently than they did when you were a kid?
Yeah, for sure. I think they more see me as a mature person. They don't see me as the wild person who'd finish a 30-pack in a sitting. They see me as like a dad and who got bars.
Damn, a 30-pack in a sitting, bro. That's wild.
Yeah, those were some crazy times.
I would imagine.
It was productive though. I finished a whole mixtape, but I was a bit of a wild boy.
Hell yeah, bro. Do you have anything
is
coming up you want to talk about?
So yeah, I got Planet Zero mixtape coming. The story behind Planet Zero is like, I was gonna do some cinematic stuff where it's like the Earth is done and we gotta go to like this new planet. That means we gotta start off fresh and back to the basics. You know what I mean? So I don't know how the hell I thought about this. Probably a lot of joints here, but I like cinematic stuff. My brain just goes, because, you know. So Planet Zero is just gonna be straight up hip hop. I dropped one of the songs called Cure last Friday, so it's going to be more along the lines of that boom bap style. But I kind of want to throw in some pretty sick melodies to get to get your brain working a little bit, and that's what I got coming up. I have a show coming up on the 25th at Dingbats in New Jersey. I'm going to be the only hip hop artist in a new metal rap rock concert, so that'll be cool.
No shit, that will be cool, especially with your influences and everything.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then Mad Minds Takeover on the 28th. I'm only doing one song, but it's a dope vibe for a bunch of unsigned artists. I think that's like the biggest unsigned artist kind of showcase in New Jersey. And then that's it, honestly. And around that time comes like the holidays and stuff. So that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. Yo, in Jersey, are you connected with the Green Out crew?
I don't think so.
I gotta connect you, homie. They a strong crew out there. They support artists. Shout out. Oh no, I fell again. Oh shit.
I'm terribly sorry about this. I don't know why that keeps falling.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Connect.
It's probably gonna. It's gonna fuck with you now, bro. Oh, there we go. There we go. But yeah, no. Hey, shout out Jack Steele and his Green Out crew, bro. G3 Productions. They're out there supporting artists. They host shows all the time. They provide transportation to their shows. They're out there really trying to help independent artists in Jersey. I'll definitely connect you with them. Before we end this, is there any kind of sentiment or life lesson that you want to leave everybody watching with?
Life can sometimes be toxic, but do not swallow the poison.
Damn. Damn. How do you avoid swallowing the poison? How do you identify the toxicity?
Your gut will tell you. Your gut. Follow your gut. Your gut is usually right. Your brain likes to play tricks on you, but your gut's always right.
Hell yeah, bro. Man, I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything you shared. I can't wait to see what you accomplish, bro. This has been an amazing episode of Characterized It with JC. Follow him up, hit him up. I'll see y'all next time. Peace up.
Peace.
The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.